Welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. This is Laurel, and I want to show you the beautiful place that I'm doing this reading from today. This is called the Zen Den, and it's a special room with the Airbnb that my boyfriend and I rented because I'm on vacation. Oh my gosh, they did such a gorgeous job with it. It's so beautiful in here. There's little smudge sticks, gorgeous view of the trees, singing bowls. So this is why it looks different today in my reading. So I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot for this reading. This reading is for Leo. And since I'm in a different space, I don't have a lot of control over the lighting, so hopefully we'll be able to see the cards well enough. So what do we have for Leo? Also, I scratched myself, so I apologize for the injury to my hand. Okay, starting out, Leo. We've got the Magician in reverse, the Prince of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so starting out, there's some kind of new emotional start being offered you here with the Ace of Cups. This comes in from other. I think that they're thinking of you as the Prince of Cups. You may be reciprocating this. There's something interesting here about the Magician in reverse starting out. The Magician in reverse with this Prince of Cups can be an emotional manipulation. You may be doubting whatever emotional offer this is, not knowing what to do with it. We'll see more as we go on, but this is interesting because the Ace of Cups and the Prince of Cups, it looks like it's all good. This could be also you as the Prince of Cups offering something to somebody else. Something a little not quite right though, because the Magician is in reverse and that can be an emotional manipulator. So we'll just see as we go along here. In your world, you've got the Emperor. It's called the Lord in this deck. And the Hermit in reverse. Wow, that's a lot of major arcana. Okay, so who you are in the world, you've got the Emperor. It's the Lord. It's the person who's in control, can make their world happen on the earth plane. It's coming out with the Hermit in reverse. This is in your position of control. It feels like because of this Magician in reverse and the Hermit in reverse, you're trying to do everything of your own volition, force your will, possibly, because the Hermit in reverse, this is upright. The Hermit is the great teacher. In reverse, there's something about this. Okay. There is something about this, Leo, where you're trying to force your will. Because that's what the Emperor does, controls everything. There is something coming in here, and we'll see in a minute what type of something this is. But with the Ace of Cups, there's something coming in here that you kind of don't have any control over. This is an emotional start point, seed point. It feels like you're about to be challenged. Your control is about to be challenged. Your nice, perfect, square little life is about to have something new and wonderful thrown into it. Okay. In your immediate environment, you've got the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, Leo, I had to pause the video and fix the lighting. It was bothering me, and I needed to consider what was actually happening here. This looks like you don't know what you had till you lost it. That whole idea, you don't know what you have till it's gone. And I'm saying that because coming in here, this is other. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Cups is a new emotional seed point. Okay, we'll just say that. The Eight of Cups is falling in the position of their control over you. This that I'm laying out on the way down the spread, this is the setup. This has already happened. This looks like you, as the Lord here, the Emperor, you have been perfectly able to make your life work in a very boxed in way. It's a very control-based card. With the Magician in reverse, it looks like you may have, in your control, been a little manipulative. But still, you're offering love. With the Hermit in reverse, it looks like you were manipulating in order to get what you want. This may have been conscious or unconscious, but you've been manipulating to get what you want to make your world work in a very perfect, boxy way. This has to do with love and your relationship, offering love. Somebody didn't put up with it. Somebody said, I'm not putting up with this. They're dropping the burden with the Ten of Wands in reverse. They're not playing along. And they decided to leave. This is offering you a new understanding about love. It's something like that. But really having the Emperor, the Lord, here in your position of who you are, you have been really good at making your life work. Until somebody else doesn't play along. Okay, what you've done with this. You've got the Three of Swords. Man, right? This was unexpected, painful. The Princess of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is falling in your current position. Upright, this is the game plan. It's everything you've been cultivating, working on. This threw a wrench in your works. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like, well, this wasn't part of the plan. This was not part of the plan. Okay, then we've got the Princess of Swords and the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is in what you want, which is really interesting. So it could be that you want to understand this pain. I mean, the Three of Swords, this is a very painful position. Not as painful as the Ten of Swords, but it's painful. So, and having the Princess of Swords over here, this is a new understanding. And the Princess of Swords is falling in your confidence position. So there's something here, Leo, about you calling this issue to you so that you can understand the pain. It also could be that you were like, that you have something in your psyche or karmic past that says, everybody leaves me, never works out. Something like that, and you made this happen. You made this happen by being not completely on the up and up with this Magician in reverse. Not completely honest with the other person. Not completely upfront. And you did it because you're trying to control your world. This other person isn't playing along. And by not playing along, they're offering you a true understanding of love. It's something. There's something to it. And I feel like your soul has been asking for this, and it's through pain that you gain a new understanding. You're being forced, you have been forced to change your understanding about the situation with this Princess of Swords. Because everything that you did to make your life perfect, you're needing to rethink that with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, what you've been cultivating. Wow, super interesting. Okay. In the greater environment, you've got the Star. Oh, gosh, it's gorgeous. And the Moon in reverse. Oh, things have been seen. Okay. Gosh, that's amazing. The star is card 17 of the major arcana, and the moon is 18. You've got the moon in reverse, and the moon upright are things unseen. When it's in reverse, things that were unseen are being seen. I feel like you're being called out on something. This doesn't feel like an intentional manipulation where you were dishonest with the person or you cheated on them or anything like that. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like you know how to make your life work and you've been doing that. This is you're being given an opportunity from the greater environment to see what you haven't seen before. And it's coming out with the star, which is new hope. To me, also, it's the guiding light, and it is trusting in something other than your own, than your own volition. I have to say this because it's come to me now twice. This happened to me in my own life in the sense that I was married. Like, I did everything perfectly. We got married, and then we bought houses and, a home, and then we got pregnant. Like, I had set up my life exactly right. I did everything that I was told that would lead to a happy life, and then he left me. And I had to completely re-examine what was going on. Now, what I'm talking about when I say there's something dishonest here, it wasn't intentional dishonest. And for me, the dishonesty came from not being my true self. Not like I was, how do I say this? I didn't want to rock the boat. So I didn't want to express who I truly was because what if they didn't like me? I'm not saying exactly right, but there was something through me doing everything and controlling everything. I disowned the parts of me that would not have been acceptable in this relationship. And by not doing so, I didn't rock the boat. And not rocking the boat really leads to, I don't want to say a boring life, but it's a static life. There's no dynamicism there. Anyways, this person didn't put up with it, and it's giving you an opportunity to understand love in a different way. By the star versus the emperor, the star is a letting go, allowing the universe to lead. The emperor doesn't generally do that. Your new perspective. The Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. Wow. The Queen of Cups is loving. She just is love. As opposed to making love happen with this Prince of Cups. This has, whatever's happened here, has caused you to just become love. The Queen of Cups offers love in a much more soft way than the Prince of Cups and the Emperor. The Queen of Cups believes in the idea of be the best choice, as opposed to convincing somebody and making them. There's something about that. Because in the greater environment, something that you didn't see is being shown. And it has to do with you not being in control, in completely having control, which has forced a surrender of some type with that Queen of Cups in your new perspective. It's a softer love. Okay. Spark of change. Strength in reverse. That has to do with vulnerability. Being in the spark of change, there's something about surrendering to this star, to something greater than yourself. I feel very strongly, Leo, that you need to drop doing it how you want it done. Because a spark of change comes when you surrender to something else, when you surrender to being guided. Okay, your best course of action. The Four of Wands. Gosh, let it go. Okay, the Four of Wands, when it's upright, this is all four elements in the correct configuration. Oh, that's interesting. In reverse, your best course of action is to dismantle what you thought it would be. Gosh, it's like release what you thought would be and allow God to create for you something better. That's the direction to head. The Four of Wands in reverse is also a little like a forest fire, like everything needs to be dismantled so that something new can be built. That's the direction you need to head. Don't hold on to what it used to be, because you are being offered something new here. And the Ace of Cups is an amazing something new. It's like a new way to be in the world that's not controlling, that's not controlling. What you're going to struggle with. Death. Gosh, this is so perfect. What you're going to struggle with is this transformation. Is this change. This is an integral change. A change that you will never... It's a paradigm shift. Death card is a paradigm shift. You're going to struggle with this because you want to still hold on to stuff from your past. But I'm telling you, you can't hold on to anything from your past. You need to let it all fall away. Give it all to a higher power. Follow this path, even though you don't necessarily know where it's going to go. Hopefully, we're going to get some clarity on where it's going to go. But what you're going to struggle with is letting it all go. The Death card. Okay, what needs to fall away? Yep, the Ace of Wands in reverse. You forcing your will. You thinking you have to make it happen. Oh, so interesting. One way you can work on this, on letting this power and control go, is to take note throughout your day, and I would say even write them down, things that I would call God shots. Take note when something serendipitous and wonderful happens in your world that you didn't make happen. That is the synchronicities and the amazingness coming in from the universe. There's a thing here that I want to tell you that, like, sometimes when you don't get what you want, you get something better. So what needs to fall away is you not being able to make this happen. What needs to fall away is you forcing your will, you trying to make it happen. Okay, let me consider this for a minute because it's in reverse. Upright, this is you making it happen. In reverse, you not making it happen. And you not making it happen needs to fall away. Okay. So this says don't give up. This says, well, I can't make it happen, I'm just going to give up. This wand, don't do that. You still have power here, but your power comes from surrender. Surrender is a something. It is an actual action. Surrender is a verb. It is doing something. It's just doing something in a different way. I think you're being asked here to understand trust in a power greater than yourself. Trust that the universe has a better plan. And really, I don't want to discount or forget the fact that the Ace of Cups here is what's being offered, which is a wonderful new start in love. Okay, the direction you need to head. The Nine of Cups in reverse. This isn't all about you. Upright, the Nine of Cups. Oftentimes, like, okay, so this is enough love and fulfillment for one person. Often it's a very gluttonous card. It's all about me. The direction you need to head is to realize this isn't all about you. It takes two. The other person has to also be getting what they need out of this relationship. It's not all about you. This says kind of go be of service, go be giving towards this person, possibly. Okay, what you're not seeing. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a position of fight. I'm going to fight. It's also a position of somebody who has been in the fight for a long time and is really beat up. Falling on top of the Emperor, it feels like your control comes from, no. Your issues of needing control come from being beat up in the past. I want to say also that there's something here about taking the past beatings that you've gotten in love and applying them to this relationship is not going to work. What you're not seeing is your control is your need for control comes from being beat up in the past. It has nothing to do with this person who walked away. It also can be very much, it's not a fear-based thing, but there's something that you are applying how things happened in the past to this relationship, and this person's just like, that's not me. Like, I don't know, there's something about that. What you're not seeing is that this comes from battles that you've fought in the past, and I think it has to do with why you want to control it so bad. What's going to be illuminated? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Six of Pentacles upright, this is balanced give and take, but it's somebody giving in order to receive. Interestingly, though, when we give, say even on a material realm, so we give earth-based somethings, we receive back an emotional-based something or a spiritual-based something. In reverse, what's going to be illuminated is you're not giving freely. Gosh, Leo, I'm not trying to beat up on you, really. I'm trying to help you understand what you're going through, and there is something here about what's going to be illuminated is that there's not balanced give and take, and what I want to say is that you haven't been giving freely because your giving has always had a, what am I going to get out of it? It's kind of like opening the door for somebody else because you want them to say thank you. That is an unbalanced way of giving, of service. You need to just open the door because you want to make their life easier or something like that. What's going to be illuminated is that there was not balanced, the giving in this relationship was not balanced. Okay, the bigger picture. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Two of Wands upright is a convergence point, things coming together. It's interesting in this particular deck, this Two of Wands, this is like an invisible, okay, what is this? It's interesting. Bigger pictures, I'm not sure you're going to be able to get this back. Could also be the bigger picture is, that's what it feels like because of this invisible person, this invisible figure here. It feels like the bigger picture is there's a lack of integration. And I mean that for you personally. think you're very heavy on the defensive and on the control. There's another side to you that's coming in here, being offered by this person leaving, that is offering an integration. I think the bigger picture is that there are sides of you that are not quite integrated. Where's that Four of Wands? Here. The best course of action. Four of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Best course of action is the Four of Wands in reverse, but the bigger picture is Two of Wands in reverse. This is about you. You can help your complete balance by integrating this need for control with your emotional state. I mean, really, in your control position, you've got the Hermit in reverse. There is a misunderstanding that you have. And I think you're balancing that out. Okay, the likely outcome. The Lovers. Oh, that's wonderful. The Four of Cups. Oh, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The likely outcome. I don't think you can do this balancing, this integration, while in this relationship. Because here's the Lovers. The Four of Cups, it's like being in this relationship allows you to rest on your laurels. It allows you to not work on yourself. The Three of Pentacles in reverse is not collaborating with others. There's something here about this relationship, like you can't work on yourself while in this relationship. So I don't think that this relationship is necessarily over. Maybe it is, but there's something about not bothering while you're in the relationship. And this person leaving you has given you an opportunity to work on this. Because the Three of Pentacles is a collaboration card, and it's in reverse. It's not about a collaboration. Being in this relationship, there's something that was taken for granted. And right now is a time for you to work on you. Wow. Your new perspective, though, Leo, is that you are the Queen of Cups. You can just be love. You don't need to offer love, give, like you don't need to, you can just be love. It's like the idea of a human being versus a human doing. Your new perspective is that you can just be a human being. And leave the rest up, leave the results to God. Okay, I hope this has helped, my friends. Until I see you again, namaste.